Good morning. This is my low water crossing, which is just below my new pond, and it does serve a purpose. You know, sometimes I got to get up to this building up here, and allows me to get through here without big mud ruts and stuff and getting stuck. But what if somebody built a high water crossing and they use these concrete Lego blocks to build it? Well, a guy actually did that right down the road a few years ago. Let's go take a look at it. Well, here it is. I'm gonna stay in my car. It's so windy, I don't think I can get some good sound. But here it is. I've been wanting to film it for about a year, and it's doing such a good job. I was hoping to get it lower water level so I can actually show you the concrete Lego blocks underneath. But it just, it's staying stable, which is pretty amazing. It's been a few years since this was built, and what they did is they used those concrete Lego blocks, and they got 2 rows of them, and you know, they just spaced them whatever the road width is, maybe 12 feet or wider apart, and filled it in with I assume some clay. They other than leveling, they didn't do any excavation. This is just a natural ravine. This is the highway flow. It's on the other side of the highway from my place and a couple of miles down the road. But I watched them build it, and I thought it was pretty genius. I mean, they sloped it, as you can see from it, to the right side. You can see it's lower there, so that's a natural overflow. And one of the neat things about it is when you're building a dam, you've got to do that 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 slope. In other words, you may be 100 feet width at the bottom and only 10 feet wide at the top, because it has to taper out for strength. With this one, they probably, rather than stacking the concrete Lego blocks just straight on top of each other, if I were to do it, I would set them back an inch or two each one, to kind of slope it in narrow as you get to the top. But it's not dramatic like a 3-to-1 slope that you can see in a pond build. Anyway, they laid the blocks, they filled it in. I remember after they filled it in with dirt or something, we had a big gully washer, and it just became a big mud pit in between. And I initially thought that's what their plan was. But then after things dried out, they actually poured concrete to cap the top of it. But as you can see here, it's a stable pond. I mean, I may see it a foot or two down where I can barely see any evidence of the Lego blocks. And I don't know the people, so I can't really get down to see it, but I'm gonna imagine it's, these Lego blocks are 2 foot by 2 foot, and then they're either 4 foot long or 6 foot long, but they're always 2 feet tall. And I don't know if it's 3 or 4 high. I don't remember that. Like I said, it's been so many years, but I just thought it was pretty ingenious design. If you have a ravine that's already shaped, put these things in, you're not really excavating. You just got to get enough dirt to fill in the cavity between the 2 of them. Anyway, pretty ingenious from everything I'm seeing here. Trying to think of anything else to talk about with it. If it does ever dry out, I'll come back and film it again to show you the sides of it. But you can see the trees on the back side, or hopefully you can, just to kind of give you an indication of the height. I mean, I would imagine it's 6 foot, 8 foot, 10 foot drop on the other side. Like I said, I just can't get down in there to get a picture without trespassing. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show you today. I will say these concrete Lego blocks, they are a recycled product. There's a concrete plant within 2 miles of my place here, and they take I guess the concrete trucks coming back at the end of the day are carrying a little bit of concrete, so it's actually a waste product. They have 2 forms, and every day they make 2 Lego blocks. It's all using waste product, which is pretty cool, and they sell them pretty cheap. The only problem is the weight of them. My skid steer will carry a 6 foot long block, but it's it's pretty janky to do it. It's wanting to tip forward every time we do it. But anyway, just very interesting. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day.